Hello, hello, hello. There goes the music. Hello, everybody. It's me, Zero. It's good to see you all again, and I hope you're doing well this evening. And welcome to this live reading event in celebration of the Comic Burrows Discords. The Comic Burrows Discord? The Comic Burrow Discord's 1-year anniversary, as well as the completion of this comic. The Things We Have by Salt and Pepper Bunny. It is all done. I can't believe it. It's amazing when people finish a comic project because these take so long, and I'm so proud of my friend Pepper for finishing her comic, so we're going to be reading it. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Happy says, long time no stream. It has been a long time, hasn't it? It's good to see you guys again. Pepper's here, mouse on the piano. Yo, yo, how you doing? I see Pokemon Master Wheeler's here as well. And Corvid Curiosity, Rycon Samuels, Spyro Yeo. Is that a person or is that a bot? Either way, the message has been retracted, which I don't know what that means. So, hope you guys enjoy the comic. We're going to be shuffling some royalty-free music that I found. Let me know if the volume is good, because I can't hear how it sounds on the stream with my voice. If later on, Pepper ends up joining, do let me know too if the volume on her is good or not, because I cannot check. But yeah, let's get reading. The Things We Have. What does it mean to lose your soul? We are reading on Comic Fury, and we got a whole page of content warnings. So the things we have, content warnings. We got animal death, blood, violence, animal suffering, suicidal ideation. So those are our content warnings. We're gonna make sure we all got that, because we will be reading the whole comic today. Hopefully we'll be done by like 10-ish. I don't want you guys to have to go to bed too late. Alright, let's check it out. Here goes the car. And there it is, the iconic panel of the two bunny ears sticking out of the grass. I love the way the rabbit ears mirrors the shape of the grass. It's such a nice panel in lieu of having like an actual cover, because this comic hasn't had an actual cover from its beginning, though I believe it will be available for purchase soon. So yeah, it will definitely have a cover by then. All clear. See, I told you it wasn't too far. We're already almost there. This is gonna be the best clover you ever tasted. I can't imagine why the others warned us away from this spot. There's no hunter nor rabbits to be heard. So one thing I always noticed and found fun is the first panel has a lot more detail than the rabbits in the rest of the comic, which is a really smart way to do it, honestly. It reminds me of old video games when like you have the cover art and then you like open the game and they're all like little pixels. Obviously not to that extent, but you got like the little spots and stuff, but then when you get to the actual comic and those spots just go away instantly, because who has time to put all of those in, right? Anyway. I'm not sure I like this spot. You can't smell trouble over the stench of the road. When have I ever led you into trouble before? And look, the clover's just over there. It tastes so good you're gonna spark. And you're sure this isn't just to impress me? Who wouldn't want to impress you? So cute. You're strong and you're smart. You keep me safe. You're the best mate I could ever have. And don't forget you're the best friend I've ever had. I love you. I love you too. Now are you ready? Yes. Let's do this. Look at them. Loving each other. Lick. Okay. You gotta look left, look right before crossing the road. I remember when people saw that crack in the road and they're like, oh, that's gonna come in to play later. Oh, someone's gonna get stuck in that crack. Haha. Your turn now. Imagine having so much food just lying around that you could just like roll in it. Nom. I'm going to wait a moment. I hear a... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, evil rabbit. Behind you! Enemy rabbit! Run! Help me! I don't want to die! Help! I'll kill you, trespasser. Grunt. These sound effects are fun. This foot stompy is like my favorite thing about this comic. When the rabbit's foot stompy. We all know in Bambi when Thumper like thumps his feet, it's like one of them, but Pepper actually owns rabbits and she says when they thump they always do both their hind feet at the same time. So the way they do in the comic is just whoop, whoop, whoop. I love it. A cool detail. I can't believe I never spotted it. The crack in the road crawled so the bear trap could run. Don't touch them. If you've never heard a rabbit grunting, it is a terrifying sound. But this... the first antagonist of the comic, car. Thud. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Get these like wisps of blood scent. You can smell the blood in the air. I really like that use of the lines to indicate what the animals are experiencing. Apparently rabbits have very bad eyesight, so the fact that he's like, or they're like not really sure what's happening, you know, until they got really close. Squelch in the blood, squelch. It's fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Don't get happy with the body now, bird. It's not for eating. You can eat it later. Right now, we have to mourn. I can't believe this is a rabbit nuzlocke, says Pony. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Come on, show me where you're hurt. If you show me where you're hurt, I'll clean it. I'll do anything you need. Anything it takes. Please, just... Oh man, and then the red scent of blood turns black, and they smell it, and then they realize No. 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 No, please. No. Yeah, and then the scream. And there it is. The scream. Not even 10 pages in and we're already at the first death. I can't believe Pepper lost her starter. Come on, Pepper. You gotta be better than this. Well, part 1 begin. Heartless. Alright, let me get a sip of water and get comfortable. It is said that in a rabbit's final moments, as it gazes into the eyes of darkness, it will scream. Few have ever been cursed to hear a cry of terror from a quiet, gentle creature. The sound is harrowing, heart-rending, a final horrible plea from a creature who does not want to die. It is said by the Warren of the Hilltop that the soul of a rabbit speaks through its body. The ear twitches, stamps of the feet, and gleeful sparking jumps. A rabbit's scream is its final expression, the soul set free from the body, never to be reclaimed. A rabbit who dies has need for it no longer. But there are times that a rabbit faced with the unimaginable will scream but not die. Whether it be through escape, the healing of an injury, or because it was not they who were in fatal danger at all, they may survive. A creature who loses their soul but lives on without it is said to be soulless. You know, I never noticed that you posted the prologue in a long form. You almost never do that. It's really cool. Maybe I knew at one point but forgot. Oh, look at that. It's depression. Hello. Hello, Ash. Hello, Pony. It's Soft Friend. So these rabbits don't actually have names. Our protagonist and deuteragonist. So the fandom has basically nicknamed them, and this is, as Pepper calls her, the sibling, but the fandom refers to them as Soft Friend. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you anymore. It was such a lovely name she gave you. I'm sorry, we'll have to forget it. Ah, look how annoyed they are. Grunt. You aren't the only one grieving, you know. She wasn't my heart, but she was my sister. But she was your heart. There were so many losses this season, but I didn't think... Nuzzle! Flicks the feet. Don't touch me, please. The foot flicky is another rabbit body language. It's like them flicking you off. When they get mad at you, they flick their feet at you. OMG, that page. Artemu's here, says Pain. Welcome to Pain, Artemu. Right, I'm sorry. You just used to like it. It's gathering time. If you want to come and eat, you can eat with my heart. I spoke to them about it. They'd allow it for a little bit, if you'd like. No talkie, me depressed. Offers open. I couldn't do that to them. How long has it been now since I hid away down here? I need to eat. Oh, what was that? Pakara just subscribed. Thank you for the subscribe, Pakara. And welcome to the stream. Ash, don't touch me. I can't stand the way you tease. Is that a reference to a song? Ah, look at that crowd shot. They're so angry. Back off, little. We're eating here. Can I eat with you? No! Oh, run away. Yeah, tainted love. I swear. Is that the song from, what's it called? Fern Gully? That like the smoke guy. So many jerks. This didn't used to be so hard. Can I eat with you, please? No. Move along, little. Please. I haven't eaten grass in days. Just cud. We don't have food to share. The summer's over. Nothing more is going to grow until spring. Holly, move along, little. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to. Holly, aren't you being unfair? We have room for another little in our heart. Oh, their tummy grumbles. They wouldn't be much to feed, and their old mate was a pretty powerful big. Dog Rose, are you mad? You heard it just as well as the rest of us. The doe was struck by a car, and the road wasn't far. It isn't far. It's quite likely it was her who screamed. Any rabbit would have. Any rabbit struck by a car would have screamed, yes. Or a rabbit who saw it happen. Ooh. You know how emotional littles can be. That doe pulled them out of the wet warren and brought them up the hill out of pity. Not because they won her. She was probably the reason that tiny creature didn't die their first winter. Imagine how you would feel if you saw your world struck down. Your mate and only heart. We all heard that scream ring through the trees. It could have been the doe, or it could have been. If you're gonna spread lies, speak with your claws. They're mad. Go down the hill and get your meal, little. I'll hop away soon as you stop lying through your fur. Fight, fight, fight. Grunt, grunt. I always think Holly's the boy and Dog Rose is the girl, but I think it's the other way around because females tend to be the bigs. Alright, what's going on here? The dame! Autumn is a terrible time to be bickering, you know. Can we not save it for spring? What's the little doing? Vying for your food? Throwing a tantrum over nothing. She's spreading lies about me! Isn't that the little who lost her big a few days ago? We're out by the road, close to that foreign herd. A heartless rabbit, so sad. One of them screamed, don't know who, looking for food, lost their whole heart. Ugh. If I'd known all the bickering was over drama, I would have just let Holly rip open your other ear. Both of you behave, why don't you? Eat down the slope today. If you want to eat up here, you earn it. I'm through with your bothering for now. Oh man, oh Holly's gleeful, smug face. I really like Heather's mate. He looks so bright against her. You heard the dame. Be on your way or get bitten. What'd you do? Gonna ask about that later. Oh, they're going downhill. I love how immediately you can just tell it's like not as good down here. It's so gross and cold and unsettling. Ash, did you just send me tainted love on Discord? I guess I'll listen to that later. It's a banger smug. Ray M. Kill. I trust everyone is doing well. I'm doing the best I can, Ray. Happy says, I swear to goodness, these YouTube emotes are gonna be the end of me. No, it was my twin sister. This one rabbit, hugging the tree over here. The wet warren. I never wanted to come back here. The real rabbits live at the top of the hill, the strong, fast ones, eating the good food, sleeping in the dry burrows, all under the dame's watch. Oh my goodness, the real rabbits. Where's the sequel comic where we unpack that one? Yuck! I didn't just lose her. I lost everything. My burrow, my food, my status. She gave me all of it, but she's gone. Winter will be here soon. I don't want to starve again down here. I need to set things right again. I need a new mate. And then the Tinder hunting montage begins. Do you perhaps have room in your heart for one more little? I don't eat much. I'm sorry, we don't. Your mate passed away? I'm looking for a new one myself. Maybe we could... I'm okay. I need a big, not a little. Do you maybe have room in your burrow for... Absolutely not. I don't want to see you speaking to them, understood? Wait, is that it? Maybe it's a different one. It kind of looks like Violet and Meadowsweet, but I don't think Honeysuckle had a Tornier, so I think it's a different heart. Thump! Ah, this is such a mess. None of them will even talk to me. They think I'm... Ugh. Winter's coming soon. If I don't find a new big soon... Okay, yeah, it's a different one, because he's already hurt. I forgot how, like, fast these sequences go. It's all just cowslip and burdock. The grasses are all nearly gone. I don't know what we're gonna do. Whining won't make the grasses grow, Honeysuckle. I don't want to starve. Violet is our big, and their bucks fought him off like it was nothing. How are we supposed to get to the food if we don't even have a fighting chance? It's not fair. Stop whining like a kitten. You could be heartless, couldn't you? One of us will be heartless this winter when we start dropping dead. Oh my goodness. I know where the food... I know where to get food. Huh? We know where the food is too, Heartless. I nearly lost my eye trying to get it. Get to it. Not the dame's food. I know where there's more. A distance away from the warren. The sweetest autumn clover you ever tasted. I could show you if you'd like. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Really gonna go back there? They're like, let's deliberate. I don't know. I don't like the Heartless. They make me nervous. I heard Bluebell say that when they went off with their mate, it was to visit a secret food stash. Didn't Bluebell also say that they screamed when she died? You really want to wander off with a soulless? Excuse me. Honeysuckle's face on that last page. I offered this because I agree. It isn't fair. We don't have to play by the dame's rules when her warren is the one hoarding the food. I'm only down here in the first place because I challenged her directly, you know. The skepticism. Skepticism. I don't think that's true. What isn't true is the rumors going around about my soul. The dame's the one who started them to get back at me. I nearly plucked a new mate right from her own heart. Ooh, foreshadowing. And that rabbit wanted me because I know where to find the only stalk of clover in the whole acre. Sure, says Happy. You talk boldly for a little. I really like Violet. He has this sort of presence to him. You talk boldly for someone who just got bloodied and chased down the hill. Ooh, sick burn. If you don't believe me, ask yourselves how I, birthed in the wet warren, won myself a mate who brought me up the hill. Oh, he's got a point. But I suppose if you want to go hungry this autumn... Oh, wait! The hope in their eyes. Is the clover far? Not very, but it takes a strong spirit to wander so far. Please, I need this. Lead the way, Heartless. Happily. Violet looks like the kind of rabbit that'd get beaten up by a mouse. Oh my goodness. Lyra, have you posted that on your DeviantArt yet? Yeah. Violet's the one. Oh. Look at those trees. It's a pretty nice shot, but Pepper's like, I feel like Pepper's definitely improved since drawing this scene. But even going back, it's not a bad establishing shot of them running through the woods with that, like, I don't know if it's twilight or morning coming in from the top. So, where exactly is this clover patch? It's uh-oh, here comes the trauma. Pepper's like, I hate it so much. So bad. It's not amazing, but it's not like terrible, you know? Like the pieces are there and you've definitely improved since. By the old bridge. The bridge on the way to the farm? Are you insane? We can't go there. We're not gonna cross it. Just go near it. You're lying through your fur. Are you coming or... Did I skip a page? Just go near it. Are you coming or... Let's be going then. My name is Honeysuckle, by the way. Violet named me for it because he says I'm very sweet. I see that. It's nice to meet you. Thank you! Violet and Meadowsweet are my parents and my heart. Violets are big. Some real useful big. Can't even win his little does a day up on the hill. Some real useful big, that one. Can't even win his little does. A day up on the hill, and then he, like, shoots him back a dirty glance. Not looking. That awkward moment when you meet eyes with someone way bigger and tougher than you. What's your name? They lost their heart, remember? They can't use the name she gave them. Both their names will forget. Right, I'm sorry. That was so rude of me. It's okay. I guess. It's fine. Honeysuckle is so warm and cheery, but I'm not sure I could handle a little of my own. But him, he's got something to him. If I could keep him alive through winter and fatten him up in early spring, he could make an impressive big. Large enough to win a fight on the hilltop. I liked his shoulder blades. I wonder if that means he's, like, malnourished, though, because I don't feel like I usually see rabbit shoulder blades. They're talking to me. They came along. If I can just impress them, prove my worth. Oh, look! A bird! Focus now. Focus now, honeysuckle. Ooh, a butterfly! Birds have nothing to do with us creatures of the earth, but its song is so pretty. Chirp, chirp. Do you like birdsong too? Mm-hmm. This bird is called a chaffinch. They're common in these parts. Its melody is so soothing. It must be so happy, huh? I wonder what it's thinking. It's a song of longing. It's lost its flock. Huh? How do you... A songbird's call is usually elaborate. But this one is making the same cry over and over. They're trying to find their family. It's desperation. Crying out for something that may never come. It's begging. Or maybe I'm projecting. Aww. The little foot kick. It's like, no, don't touch. No touchy. You are not the only one who carries grief, you know. Our last litter had more than one kitten. Our son grew stronger and made it up the hill, but our other two daughters were taken by the buzzard only a few days after they first left the burrow. Get over yourself. Your grief does not make you special. It's such a harsh way to put it, but it is a philosophy. Your mate was grown and strong. She could have had so many seasons to grow and mate. I'm sorry you lost her, I am. And then Karen comes over with a slightly different philosophy. You have the tough love parents, everyone suffers, get over it, and then you got the sympathy parents who are like, I feel you. It's very sad. Thank you. We've all lost heartmates. We understand. Trust me, I know. What was your mate like? Excuse me? You don't have to answer if you don't want. Rabbits have been talking a lot about her, and you. I was curious. She was cautious. She always liked to stick to what she knew. It's how she stayed safe and strong, so she could keep her place on the hill. She wasn't much like you, I gather. I suppose not, really. It's actually how we met. One early afternoon, I snuck around the crown of the hill to eat a crop of daisies growing in the shade there. Nom 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 nom. I thought the Warren would be asleep, but she caught me. Oh Lord, is she coming? Wait, this panel down here. Oh Lord, is she coming? I thought she would chase me away. Instead, she asked me what on earth I was doing eating a strange flower. She was worried it was poison, so I told her it was a daisy, and it was delicious. She didn't believe me and chased me off. But when she noticed I wasn't sick from them, I asked her to try some. She said she didn't know if they were poison. I said, you never know what's poison until you try it. Don't listen to the little on that one, kids. Not a good philosophy for life. So she ate some, and it wasn't poison. I mean, and she loved it. Oh, honeysuckle, if you could see her spark. There's no soul on the whole warren that danced the way hers did. Yeah! From then on, I brought her things to eat. Always only just a little ways up the hill. She'd come down to meet me. I brought her dandelions, raspberries, hollyhock, clover. She started wanting to come with me to find treats to eat. She's a glutton. That's the way to win a woman's heart. You just give her a lot of food. That's actually good advice. But Happy says the poison one is bad advice. Nothing's poison unless it kills you. I love this spark. This final pose especially. It's adorable. I taught her the names of songbirds and showed her how the river tumbles and sings. I lost food and worked my feet bare, showing her bits of the wider world. They're so tired. But seeing the life it put in her, the way her ears would stand up and she'd purr just a bit and spark when she saw something new, it put a life in me that no grass ever could. I pushed her too far. Oh no. It sounds like she was lucky to have you. My sisters never got to see anything of the world above ground. The lucky one was me. What fortune a wet-worn little must have to wow a hilltop doe with nothing but berries and flowers. Wow. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I sometimes trip over my words. But I somehow stumbled through it. Well, she saw something in you, didn't she? I don't think you're soulless. You'll find another heart. I promise you. Thank you, honeysuckle. I'm certainly trying. I never liked the look of this place. I don't like being this close to the farm. Oh, I like this scene. I like this location, rather. The way the water looks is so simple and yet satisfyingly. Like, you can just feel the motion of the water and it looks very natural. You know about that cat, right? Cat? Violet could take a cat. Quit talking like a know-it-all. That attitude gets rabbits killed. Listen, little. There are reasons we don't go to the farm. The human wields a stick of thunder that kills a rabbit dead with a single crack. There are dogs. Don't forget the metal traps. The second biggest antagonist of the comic. The metal trap. Step on one and it breaks your leg off. Takes your leg off. Indeed, no rabbit caught in one is leaving with their soul. The trap! The bear trap! The first great antagonist of the comic, the automobile, the car. The second one is the bear trap. But wait till they do their fusion dance and becomes the bear trap driving a car. Nah! But the worst thing of all is the cat. It's a massive beast with thick fur that doesn't break to claws and jaws big enough to snap a neck. It prowls the territory. It'll catch you before the thunder traps, and dogs do. It'll catch you before you ever set your sights on that white fence. No rabbit who ventures to the farm has any intention of coming home. Foreshadowing! Do you understand now, honeysuckle? What a terrifying place. Even I haven't been there. But I've been to this bridge. It's peaceful here. Come on, I don't smell any danger. Demon cat! The cat's so cute, says Happy. Pony says, car with a bear trap on front. Woohoo! I like how Meadowsweet's face kind of like presses into her fur collar there. My rats do that all the time when I'm trying to like hold them down to give them medicine. They like suck their necks and their little faces into their shoulders. Wow, we're up so high. I love standing on this wood. It's almost like we're the masters of the picnic table. Wouldn't that be the life? Imagine you're the dame. What would you order the Warren to do? Look at the little... Imagining the dame can just order the whole Warren to do stuff. Rabbits of the Hilltop Warren, I order you all to bring me clover from across the forest. Only the freshest leaves will do. Chop, chop. You're doing it wrong. Bramble, now. All it takes for a sire. No, no, no. If I was leader of this warren, I'd order a little buck to follow me around and pass me my cud and groom my belly. I'd say I'd stay clean forever. You're so smart. Epic foreshadowing. Come on, little, let's play. Okay. Can't catch me, don't bet on it. We used to play just like this. It doesn't feel the same. That spark is gone, but playing with a rabbit like this again just feels right. Ah, the sun'll come up tomorrow. Ah. See? A soulless rabbit can't play like that, huh? I suppose. Excuse me, little. While you were bouncing around with my daughter, I searched all over this bridge and I didn't find hide nor hair of food. Where is this clover patch you promised? Uh-oh, here comes Karen. Oh, I've never seen an animal like that before. What is it? Not sure. It seems tiny, huh? A shrew or mole, maybe? It's a stoat! That's no shrew! That's a stoat! It's a hunter! Run! Flump, flump, flump. More foot stampies. I went through this whole comic once just taking screenshots of the foot stampies because I love them so much. I used to have a little beanie baby of a stoat, so I recognize it immediately. It's a bean. Mid-boss theme plays. Run for your lives. No boss fight here. Rabbits don't have boss fights. They have escape sequences. Like Ori in the Blind Forest. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die! I did it again. I'm a screw up. I have to. Huh? Yep! Nice leap. I'm coming up! No, it's gonna jump up here! She's leading it to me! She's gonna get me killed! Oh, here comes the trauma. Here comes the drama. Ah! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This flashback isn't remembering the oh, there's the car right there with the vrr of the sound, but that's their ear getting like broke. So this stoat is probably from the past too. They probably recognize that it's a stoat because they were bitten by one. And there's the enemy rabbit. And that's them screaming. Artemu said this page effed me up. Yeah. Get away from me! Oh, the betrayal. That stark white background with the red, like, blood splurting out in the really saturated color against, like, all the browns of the rest of the characters. It's very effective. Very effective sort of, like, page turn sort of effect, where, you know, you start on this and you scroll down and you just, like, get hit by that moment. The betrayal! Ah! The stoat is so stoked. The stoat is like, ah, here comes dinner. Oh no, not honeysuckle. Ah, but here comes mom. Here comes mom. Grunt. Ree! Grunt, grunt. Ree! Meadowsweet! Oh, the fight sequence commence. Oh man. It's not easy getting two creatures to tussle like that. They're so close together. Don't let it bite your neck. Scratch. There he goes. Oh man. How terrifying. You! Ah, I love that line. Just the turns around. You! Bite. Ah! You left my daughter to die! My last daughter! My only daughter! I'll kill you for what you did! Ah! Oh no! Meadowsweet, stop! Oh, my daughter, my precious daughter. It didn't bite you, did it? No, I'm okay. It bit me with its fingernails. There was no clover, was there? I'm sorry. Speak, little. Ah! Okay, there wasn't. It wasn't there. Ouch. Ah, the offended face. Do you see now, little? This is exactly what I was talking about. A know-it-all little who thinks they command the world because they know the names of birds and trees and had their nose too stuffed up their own fur to smell the danger when it came. Your stupidity nearly got my heart killed, and for nothing. I'm so sorry. You led us astray with promises of treats and brought a hunter down on my heart. I didn't bring the... But you made my little to save your own skin. What kind of a rabbit tries to kill their own kind? It was you who screamed, wasn't it? That's a lie! It wasn't me who screamed. It wasn't! We're leaving. Don't follow us. Hey, don't worry, honeysuckle. Now you match your dad. And to think I almost wanted them in our heart. A wet, worn little with stashes of food. Too good to be true. Don't kid yourself, Meadowsweet. I would have never taken them. What good is a rabbit that's already broken? You're all wrong! I did know where the food was, and I didn't scream. I'm not soulless. I'm not broke. Soft friend. Coming to try again. Hey! What's going on? Rabbits are saying you tried to kill someone. And why do you smell like... You're wounded! I cleaned them already. Let me clean them. Show me where you're hurt. I said no. But if they get soiled... Do you think I care if they get soiled or not? Are you okay? Do I look okay? You don't have to worry after me. I'm not special. I don't care. I'm confused. A wet, worn heart is saying you promised them clover? In autumn? Why would you lie to them? I didn't. Then if you weren't lying, you should have just shown them the damn clover so they wouldn't think it wasn't by the bridge. The clover patch. It isn't by the bridge. Then where is it? By the road. Oh. Awkward. You didn't have to bargain for affection, you know. Not even from my sister. I love her expressions. She's so she's so firm, but, you know, in a caring kind of way. You'll find the heart you want again. Just keep trying. Good night. No, don't leave them. I mean, I don't know what else they could do when the little won't accept their help, but seeing them run back up the hill and leaving the little down is just so sad. Ah, is it dream time? Show me where you're hurt. Ooh, I think this is the first dream sequence. Or I guess flashback. I don't know if it's actually a dream sequence. I don't understand why you're being like this. Please, just show me where you're hurt. I know this is my fault, but I'll clean it. I'll do anything you need. Don't you understand that I care about you? Why are you being like this? Come on, sassafras. Let's just leave them alone. It's clear they want to be alone, isn't it? Listen to your sibling. Isn't it clear I want to be alone? Because that's all I am, isn't it? The rabbit who's always alone. They were right. How am I supposed to be your heartmate? I'm a joke. Who in their right mind would ever want... Mwah! You groomed me, but you've never groomed me back before. I'm the little. I'm supposed to groom you. I don't know how else to make you understand. Blushies. Littles make confirmed name says. I'm so sorry. My heartmate said those things to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry my heartmate said those things to you. I'm so sorry they hurt you. I don't want to be in their heart anymore if this is how they treat my mate. Oh, I forgot. I guess her old heart bit them in the ear. Which would make sense because the way Heather said it did sound like another rabbit had torn their ear. Your mate? I want you to be my heart. So what if it's just the two of us? I don't know what happened to you in the past, but I want to be the rabbit who cleans your wounds. I want to spend my life showing you just what a treasure you are. Because I love you. Gosh. Now how about we get that wound cleaned, okay? So cute. And oh, time's passed. Rabbit's hungry. I'm hungry. Plod, plod. Man, you gonna get sick living in the water like that, in the mud and the wet burrow. Uh-oh. There's a dead rabbit. This is a great transition to like show like how less food there is now. Like the patches of grass are just where the rabbits are because they're basically hoarding what they can, and then like rabbits are dying. Children dying in the streets. Please, please share the grass. I won't last another week. I need this grass to feed my mate. It's not my fault if you have nothing. You'll just have to deal with it. Cowslip, primrose, burdock. When all the grasses are eaten away, the weeds take over. Ugh. What's the point of eating if it's torturous? No one will even look at me anymore. If I ever want to find a heart again, I might have to leave the warren. Heartmates are still... No, that was just a silly theory I came up with earlier. This traumatized rabbit up here in the corner here. Look at his face. It wasn't that. I was making sounds because of the face he was making. Man, that's like a really depressing metaphor for how you stop wanting to eat when you're depressed. Oh man, Ash, you're right. It's like for the little and for the rest of these wet warren rabbits, it's like the food is actually getting scarce and what's left over are like gross weeds and stuff. But when you're really depressed, even when you do try to eat, it just feels like you're eating weeds. Like nothing is good. It's torturous. Your stomach doesn't want it. But this place is where she lived her life. If I'm going to leave, it would be to die. But then getting a new mate would be impossible. I'm running out of time. What am I supposed to do? Take one by force? No, there's no way. I'm a little. I can't force anyone to do anything. I just get killed by my target's big. There's no way. Ah! Oh, what's his name? Fescue? I love Fescue. He's so cute. Dang it! I like this middle panel because it like shows the hesitation, both in the lack of, you know, confidence that they can even pull it off, and also it just seems like almost a disgusted face, like, am I really stooping to this? But they're going for it. They're going for it. Here he comes. Oh lordy, coming. Hey, what are you doing? Get back. Okay, you can do this. Just remember how it's done. You've seen it done before. I want you as my mate. Excuse me? Thump, stop it. I said get back. I want you as my mate. I'll feed you far better than whatever wet-worn big claimed you. What's going on? The killer rabbit's trying to claim Fescue. But aren't they soulless? Posted something really swagtastic in our share. Ash, why are you doing? Why do you do this to me? Stop it! Twayblade, help! Get your dirty pelt away from my buck, killer! Some big you are, to have a little who looks like a corpse. You're supposed to take care of him, but left... You're supposed to take care of him, but left him here for my taking. You've got some nerve. Left him here for my taking. Do you really want to stay with her, or do you want someone who's going to feed you? I know your tricks. That offers how you near led Honeysuckle to her death. I want nothing to do with you, soulless. Guess. Fescue's a male, and he said Honeysuckle's name. Shh. OTP. The things we have, OTP, Honeysuckle, X, Fescue. When are they gonna make a heart together and go off and have lots of babies? I am not soulless. Ah! Get off! Get off! You're no big, so stop acting like one, idiot. You're good as dead without your soul, and you know it. So why don't you just do us all a favor? Follow in the old sire's paw steps and go crawl off somewhere to die. I love this sequence. You know, with animals, a fight typically ends very fast. Because if it's not worth it, if you're not defending something that's worth getting hurt over, like what Meadowsweet did, then you just give up as soon as you, like, you know, are pinned down. And the other animal doesn't want to risk getting hurt either, so they'll let you go. But it's just so, like, they immediately go, I give up! Get up! The old sire. Haven't heard him talked about in so long. The old sire? The dame's old mate, who got usurped and chased off by her new buck almost a month ago. It seemed like he would live and die as the sire of the hilltop before he caught that cold. Then Foxtail ran them out. They say he screamed before he ran off. I heard he's still around, all on his own. I thought maybe he would cross the road and try to join the enemy warren. Nope, he's not going anywhere. Sorrel saw him when she was wandering on the riverbank. When she was wandering on the riverbank north past the Painted Rock. He's dying. Probably won't live to see another sunrise, if a fox didn't already pick him up. How sad. Ooh, I love this panel. This is one of my favorites right here. I remember when Pepper first posted this page, and I was like, I feel like you leveled up on your backgrounds. I did! I printed it. The pages that Pepper sends me are so large, like the file size is so large that I just chopped this panel out, and I run a print shop at a university, and I printed. Wheeler says, I can't believe we didn't get to see a fox. 0 out of 10. Alright, let me take a drink of water. I hope you guys are having a good time. We're getting through this comic real nice. And we're getting to the good stuff. This is almost the end of part 1. Gets really sad in this scene. Let's check it out. We used to have a painted rock on our campus too. It's funny, when we used to play Pokemon Go, the painted rock was actually one of the stops, but then they removed it and the stop is still there. So you just have these, it's like all over the campus are stuff like this. So you just walk around and you see like ghosts of objects that used to be there in this game that remembers them, and they're just not there anymore. B plus S heart with an arrow pointed say lame LOL. Sam was here. Oh my goodness. Hey Ash, I didn't know Sam was here. I guess these rabbits are in England, so maybe she lives close by. I like how this rock also has rabbits and daisies drawn on it, as if like they're like, let's be thematic to this comic. It's hard to run with no energy. I can't waste my stamina. Maybe I can find some food while I'm out this far. Look at these barren dirt wasteland of a forest. The foreshadowing Britain. Sickness. That's a good use of exposition right there. You know, like, you can just kind of hope the audience will pick up on what you're putting down, but sometimes it pays to just write what it is, you know, like, they're always like, shout out tower, but yes, it's, there are words in comic books. It's a audio-visual medium. Audio in air quotes because it's not actual audible, but I don't know what else to say, like, words. Like, use them. Oh, there he is, the big potato. Wait, what did we call him? Old potato? The big old potato. He's so cute. He's alive! The way he picks up his ear. Curious. The creature of the wet warren crawled so far from the meadow. How uncharacteristic. The only rabbits who wander so far from home are those who are not wanted back. I'm wanted. Lie. Are you okay? Do I smell okay? Sound okay? You can still speak? I need your help. You were the sire of the hilltop once, the most powerful buck, stood at the dame's side. I need to know how to be like that. How do I become a big? How do I take a mate? Teach me, O wise one. What? Will no rabbit choose you? I can have any rabbit I want. Then what do you need me for? Please, my big is gone. My mate. I'm heartless, and I feel it all the time. It's like claws dug through my ribs, into my heart, and ripped it out. It's a hole. Winter's coming. I don't want to die hungry. I don't want to sleep through the cold nights alone. I'm running out of time to find one. Please. How bold of you to crawl out of the warren that sentenced me to heartlessness and demand my help. Are there no more rabbits here? None. Have you been all alone since you were driven off? Before you crawled out of the bush, I'd almost forgotten how to speak. I'm sorry. Near every rabbit off the hill has my blood in their veins. It was an honor to protect them from buzzards and cats and the enemy warren across the road. Our heart was large and strong, but Heather was the only doe I ever needed. We sired litter after litter each summer. She protected our kittens, and I protected her. In the evenings, we would sit atop the picnic table, watch the moonlight the backs of bats and moths, and let our worries melt away. She would tell me she loves me. But you should know by now, little, how fragile love is. Cold came to my lungs, weakness to my body, and one I called friend turned his teeth on me. Coronavirus! A buck I let have a share of the does in our heart. Foxtail. Evil! I remember when Foxtail was first introduced in the comic, back when the colors were like all nice and bright and soft, and people were like, ooh, we'll call him Big Soft. And then this panel came, and they're like, oh no, not Big Soft. I'd forgotten his name until now. What poison. Do you, by chance, remember my name? Oh, this panel is so sad. Like, the way he asks, and then he lifts his ear as if to, like in expectation to hear it again. That, like, I can't with that little body movement. It's so sad. I'm sorry. No one's spoken it since you left, as is custom. Have you forgotten your mate's name yet? No. It's only a matter of time. Any rabbit's name not spoken aloud will eventually fade to nothing. What terrible memories we've been cursed with. It's not going to be an issue for me. Oh? What foolishness. Let her name fade with her. She is here no longer. Don't say that. I'm going to get a new mate, and I'm going to fix this. Tell me how to claim a mate. Please! There is no point. You are more than just heartless, are you not? There is a malady far worse within you. You're wrong. What purpose is there to lie to an old buck who cannot use his own legs to let anyone, his own legs, let alone harm you? I know the pain of this sickness, soullessness. When Foxtail came for me across the grass, I thought I could beat him back down to submission. But he was strong and large, fast. His claws dug out my skin and fur. And when I felt his teeth sink through my neck, through muscle, to tender organ, I thought my life was over. I was afraid. Yeah! He screamed. It wasn't the scream in the end. It was how she looked at me. Shiver, shiver. The look in her fur after she heard what I'd done. My strength failed. I betrayed Heather. That look is why I fled. To her own mate. She's the one who betrayed you! Being soulless wouldn't be a problem if she didn't treat the soulless with hate. If she accepted them, the whole warren would as well. She could help the soulless, help the heartless, help the wet warren, help the littles, but she doesn't. She's slaughtering us like a predator. That night sky was so good, says Artemu. Yeah. Yeah, you get used to, like, the desaturated colors, so when you, like, get a splash of daytime, a lot of the scenes in this comic take place in off-light hours, because rabbits are not, daytime creatures. They, like, get up in the evenings and in the mornings, I believe. Love the way Pepper illustrates the scent of blood and illness in the air. It's great. Blah, blah, coronavirus. Do not question the balance. Nature falls as leaves from a tree. Hey, Heather spoke about leaves too. I think. Or she was talking and leaves were blowing around her. Maybe I'm conflating the two. Just because the world is beyond your comprehension does not mean it is wrong. No world that treats the little rabbits as it does could ever be right. Thud. Heather. Oh, Heather. I miss you. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Heather. He's dying. He's dying, Squirtle. I'm here. It's okay. I'm here. Scared. It's okay. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here when you wake in the morning. Oh, this pain. This sequence is so raw. It's so important to see these moments of kindness from the little, because it's hard to remember that everything that we see of them in this comic is basically when they're in really dire straits, you know, like we get a glimpse of them in the beginning and some flashbacks, but they're just doing their best with what they got, and sometimes they make really poor decisions, and a lot of people reading this comic have been very hard on them for their actions, but when it comes down to it, they choose to comfort the old rabbit when he dies. Caw! Can a crow have a name? I could name you Foxtail. Or Heather. Well, those crows are big. Oh my goodness. Second Nuzlocke death. This is so sad. Brawler, play Despacito. I can't believe I actually thought he was sleeping, says Ash. In all seriousness, though, this page is so sad and lonely, and also heartwarming and depressing. Indeed. Yeah, it's like hopeful in a sense that at your last moments you could receive comfort in a way from strangers. Will Pepper get her Bunnelby to the end? I can't believe Pepper decided to not use a dupe's clause in the region that only has Bunnelbys. It's her fault, isn't it? Everything is her fault. She knows nothing about what it's like. She hoards the food in dry, warm burrows in her perfect little warren. She'll never freeze or go hungry. She'll never be heartless. She'll never be soulless. It's easy to treat everyone like dirt when you sit above them on a picnic table. It's easy to run your mate off to die when you have every buck in the warren lining up for you. It's easy to treat a rabbit like they're nothing when you're not the one who has to suffer. Rah! Ah! I'm taking a mate of my own, right from the heart of the dame. And this time, no rabbit is going to stand in my way. It's time. Part 2. Ah, soft friend. You've been down here for a while. Doing okay? Oh, hi, Strawberry. I was just thinking. About flowers? About daisies. My sister loved them so much. She never said why. Was she named for them? Her name's all but faded from my memory. I've been sitting here trying to remember it, looking for plants she felt connected to, but it's nature. I know. It makes me sad, but forgetting is a part of healing, letting go of pain, finding a new normal. Did you know that once, when we were still kittens, she wandered out of the den without permission? When our mother came back to scold her, she bit her right on the paw. I like that soft friend's back. No! Yes! She had a love for exploring and getting into mischief as a kitten. I'd follow her down to the wet warren, or we'd sneak close to the picnic table, but the world beat that wonder out of her. She got attacked by a snake once, when straying too far. Heather gave her a scratch for coming near the picnic table, and her old heart, the one she had before she took her last mate, threatened to kick her out for being reckless. She smothered her sense of wonder, became a stickler for staying close to home. Spent less time running around and more time fattening up, got big. Seems like a good thing, no? Sure, maybe, but I miss her wonder when it faded. It's not easy to find a rabbit who questions what's beyond the hill. Who asks the names of things beyond our little world? Birds and clouds and fish. Who doesn't mind burning energy just for the sake of running? But why would we ask what's beyond the hill when we have everything we need right here? If you get into trouble, you could become soulless. Please, Strawberry, I've told you there's no such thing. Please don't spread those kitten tails around, okay, dear? Strawberry! Here comes Karen number 2. There you are. I was looking for you. I thought I told you to stop coming down the hill. You sure did tell me that. I sure never agreed to it. Are you an idiot? You lost your sister to the road, and we lost a heartmate not 2 months ago to a weasel down the hill, and you still want to come wandering all this way? Strawberry isn't big enough to fight off a hunter. I did not choose to stop living alongside my friends, rhododendron. But you would choose for your son to die? Boom, boom. Strawberry may be my blood, but I don't live to command him. You're supposed to be as big. We both are. And we've both worked to protect him. But remember, you're not the only big in this heart. Try to order me again and see what wound it wins you. Face on her! Maybe a rabbit with a different attitude wouldn't have lost their first litter by leading a dog to them. How dare you! It's only by my help that you've raised any kittens to adolescence. With your senseless, dangerous behaviors, I'm not even surprised. Grunt! Ah! I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Try and order me again and see what wound it wins you. See you in the burrow. Deep breaths. Don't let rhododendron get to you. Calm down. These really are quite delicious. I'm surprised there's any like dandelions down here at all. Though I wonder if it's because the other rabbits were like the sister and like I mean the mate and didn't know they weren't poisonous. Though that does mean the little would at least be able to eat them all. Maybe that's what they've been staying alive on. Cuz rabbits have to eat all the time. Like if they don't eat in a day, they could die. Munch munch munch. Oh. My sister's little? It's been some time since I've seen them. I forgot to check up on them, didn't I? What are they up to? What are you up to, little? Ash says, I made some fan art of the little in our chair. And then Wheeler says, fear. And I don't know if that's to Ash or something in the comic, but I choose to believe Wheeler is saying that to what Ash said after what Ash posted in our chair previous to this. There it is. The picnic table. The roost of the most powerful heart in the warren. The heart of the dame. I believe this old rabbit on the top here is named Dandelion. And she is a tough looking creature. She looks like... I described her once as looking like the librarian that like shushes you. Pepper's Bunnelby woke up and chose violence. Oh, there it is. Yes. Dandelion. One of the warren's oldest does. She mates with the sire. I think if I tried to claim her, she'd kill me with a blow to the head. That's a face that could kill. Heather's last summer litter. I guess she's still letting them hang around her. They're all too young. They'd be useless to me, and no loss to Heather. Bluebell and Birdsfoot. More does who mate with the sire, but they've been complaining as of late. It doesn't seem they prefer Foxtail to their old buck. Where is... Foxtail and Heather. The sire and the dame. Heather keeps Foxtail in a hole in the ground so they can see eye to eye. She's like, Foxtail, I need to cuddle. And he's like, I'll get in my hole. The patriarch and matriarch of the warren. Some say Heather has raised kits on this hill for 6 entire seasons. What a tiny thing she is. It's only by standing atop the picnic table that she makes herself taller than the rest of us. Did I... Fig also has librarian vibes. I think it's the glasses on Fig. And the, like, half-closed eyes. I don't know. Nettle! The heart's littlest little. No one understands why Heather and Foxtail let him in. Maybe as a joke. He's never been allowed to mate with the heart's does. If he did, Foxtail would kill him. But some rabbits say he snuck off with Birdsfoot one night. When she kidded, Foxtail slaughtered the litter. Little, but big enough to get in with the dame. Found someone to rear a family with, but had it taken away by his own heartmate. He'll be grieving. He'll be angry. He's perfect! The scars that Nettle has on his face look like those anime marks that you put on characters to show that they're like, I don't know what the mood is. It's not depressed. It's not it's like when you're really disappointed in something. I don't know, or when you're like really unsettled by something and then you get those like lines down your face. That's what those scars look like. Yay! I thought it would be, I drew myself all happy because I'm reading, but then I realized some parts of the comic are really sad, so I made a sad version that I should remember to switch on when we get past this part. Disconcerted. That's a good way to say. That's a good word, yes. They're disconcerted lines. Every rabbit is a librarian if you shush hard enough. Sniff, 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 sniff. Hey, you! You're not supposed to. Shh, shh, shh. Nettle, I'm part of this warren. I just wanted to talk to you for a moment, privately. Why? Because I'm not here to harm you. Please, I'm not here to harm you. Nettle's such an interesting character. It's that exact thing that the Little described him as. Little, but still big enough to be in the most powerful heart, you know? He's like, he has this air about him that he's small and can't just do his own thing, but then when he like goes over to the Little, he speaks tough, you know? Hey Little, where's the Little going? Dandelion, Dandelion, Nettle's going off with, will you imbecilic kittens be quiet for once? There it is. She shushed them. And they're not even in a library. I forgot to put it on, okay? I don't usually read on these streams, so like I'm like coming up with these little like, things to make it fun, and I just forget. What do you want, Little? I'm a little busy, so don't try to waste my time. I want you as my mate. Ooh, what? Excuse me? What is the point of being in a being with a heart where you can never mate? Does it really make you happy to sit up there grooming the ears of the rabbits who killed your kittens? Yes. Yes. I don't know how he would inflect that yes, but he's just like, yes. What? I don't have to explain myself to you. Swing! Listen to me. We're one and the same. The sire and dame took everything from you. The dame took everything from me, too. The reason you want to be with her so bad is because she made you afraid to be heartless. The reason you're afraid to fight her buck is because he goes for the throat, and the dame made you afraid to be soulless. When the sire killed your litter, you should have killed him. I can give that to you. Uh-oh, Heather's watching. Heather's always watching. You don't have to be a Little anymore. I can be your Little. I'm the best Little this warren has ever known. I can give you anything you'll never want. Revenge on the sire? I can help you kill him. You want family? I can give you family. We can have a big heart. I know where all the best food in the forest is, and I can give you all of it. Please, please just love me. Grunt. Ouch. You bee slapped me in the face. How dare you pretend to know anything about me? Foxtail didn't kill my kittens. I did. You what? I did, and Birchfoot did, because they were sick. There were only 2. They couldn't breathe, and they were cold and suffering. We did what we had to, and Foxtail took them out from the burrow when it was done. I mated with his doe, and he still carried them out so we wouldn't have to. And you want me to kill him? What's this about killing Foxtail? I don't take well to the idea of someone killing my mate, you know. Does all your height come from your table so you won't even meet me on even ground? She likes to feel tall. Dame, we were just... Does all your height come from your table? She likes to feel tall. Puts her on the table. People have pointed out that she essentially climbed up onto the table before confronting the little, just so she could look down on it. Just so she could be higher. Oh! The things we have authored Q&A. Okay, guys, I guess we'll watch this hour-long Q&A in the middle of our read. I just realized we're making great time. It's almost 9, and we're almost done with the comic. Oh, there she goes. She's coming down. Look at those gremlin children. Like, look at them in this panel, too. Just peeking over the table. I can't believe that Little has evil in their eyes. The tiny ones are so cute. OMG, the Little looks terrifying. Little's villain moment. Okay, but that's adorable. Would the human equivalent of Heather be standing on, like, those bucket stilts? Yeah. Just like climbs on top of... I used to climb up onto things and just sit on top of them, because I liked to be up there. Ah, the heartless rabbit, how loneliness has changed you. Don't pretend to know me. Of course I know you. I know every rabbit who hops this hill. You are all my children, you know. Near every rabbit shares my blood, and you do as well. What do you want, little sibling? Nettle is like... A mate from your heart. No. It was not a request. I'm taking from you as you've taken from me. You're going to know what it's like. It was a car that claimed your mate, not I. It's not just that. You control everything on this hill, yet you let rabbits suffer. You let the wet-worn starve. You let the heartless suffer. You left your own mate to die. Ooh, she's so small but intimidating. Like disarmingly cute but ominous. It is delightful hearing Pepper's voice. Oh, about the Q&A? She has an adorable voice. What the human equivalent... Oh, okay. Foxtail is right. Not him. Oh. He got sick once, and you turn your tail on him. You let this usurper drive him off from his family. You let him waste away alone in the woods for weeks. You would have let him die alone. He died calling your name, you know. He used his last breath to call for you, and I know that because I'm the one who laid by him when he died. Dun, dun, dun. The truth comes out. So he did pass away. Yes. Look, little sibling. I am the dame, the eldest doe, and among the strongest. But I do not command the trees nor the grass, and I do not command the warren. Yes, you do. I do not. For such a curious little rabbit, you understand nothing. When I was a yearling doe, there were no rabbits on this hill. It was just I and my little heart, Dandelion, and an old buck long gone, and another smaller pair, who came here from the warren across the road when there was no room nor food to be found there. There was more than enough to eat and room to dig. I thought we would all live to old age on this hill. We did not. My buck was scrawny and weak in the leg, and he was claimed by the cat. The little doe was frail and died in kitting, and her mate was slaughtered, trying to take food from the farm. Our warren nearly failed. If Dandelion hadn't had the teats to foster that orphaned litter, it would have failed. I picked the wrong rabbits to try to build a community with. Weak rabbits. I vowed never to make the same mistake again. Heather's just Gary Oak now, going, I picked the wrong starter! Being the dame is not easy, you know. I invest in our strongest resources and strongest rabbits because if I do not, our warren could cease to exist. That is what you fail to understand. You fail to comprehend that the world I have built for you is a privilege and not a right. I do not control the food. I do not control disease. I do not control cars, and I do not control words. If I am more powerful than you, little sibling, it is only in the power of muscle, bone, and womb. You are hungry? So what? When I was hungry, I ventured into the world and found food. You are heartless? So what? When my friends died, I created more. My friends will continue to die, and your friends will continue to die. But we let the names of the dead slip away like leaves down a river and make room in our minds for the names of the living. There it is, the leaves. I advise you to do the same, little thing, and leave my heart be. I will never forget her name. You will. I won't. You will, and there's nothing you can do about it. You control nothing, and you control no one. You foolishly turn up your nose to the things you already have roll credits and instead try to control what no rabbit can control. I cannot make other rabbits like you, nor can I grow grass for you to eat, nor can I deliver you back your soul. I am not soulless! Fight scene, grunt, swipe, and then she jumps on his back. Oh, Nettle's scared. What do we do? Don't interrupt. I like how even though Dandelion's really old, she's still freaking out. Grunt. Rip. Oh, she took a good chunk of flesh off with that one. Shink. She's too slippery. She's too strong. She's really angry. She's gonna kill me. I love that Heather's not only the the dame because she's like the oldest and like so the most respected, but and even though she's small, she's still really tough. Like she can still fight. It's not all status. It's like she really is still better than the little in, as she said, muscle and bone. Fight scene, grunt. A little fact that 99% of the comics audience forgot. Heather is a rabbit too. Heather Oak. Shrunk. Heather is like a tank. She will not stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Oh no. It's the trauma. I miss you so much. Don't touch them. Get away from me. You left my daughter to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. No, there is a malady far worse within you. What kind of a rabbit tries to kill their own kind? No, no, no. Go crawl off somewhere to die. No, no, no. Ah! So cute. It's so sad because like it's very serious. What's happening. And I do tend to like chuckle when things get serious because it's like a reaction defense mechanism to like when I'm uncomfortable I'll like laugh, you know? But they are like adorable still. They're still really cute rabbits. Heather's little footsies. Just like standing on them. I knew it! Only a soulless rabbit makes a sound like that. Oh, did you hear that? I knew it. But it was only a squeak, not a scream. Are you sure? I knew it from the night they came crawling back from the road. You truly do give meaning to the word soulless. Ooh. Now it's Heather's villain moment. Kick! Just punts her off of them. Runs down the hill. No. Wait! She had to run past Heather. Heather's like, what? Where'd you come from? Yes, go soft friend. Chase them. Don't let them be alone. It's okay because I love you anyways. I drown the witch. Oh. Hello, sorry. Your sister is asleep, but we'll be at gathering time later if you needed. Oh. Did you have another nightmare? Yeah. Well, your sister is asleep, but perhaps I could keep you company? If you like. I would if that's okay. Of course it is. Doesn't your own heart comfort you when you have nightmares? No. Rododendron. Rhododendron kicked me out from the burrow. She said I got banned from the burrow. She said I can't sleep there if I toss and turn like a soulless rabbit. What even is the point of staying in a heart like that? Who else would take something like me? I toss and turn in my sleep. I hardly eat. I'm always despondent. Even my own heart can hardly put up with me. Who else would take a broken rabbit like me? Broken? Why would you call yourself a thing like that? Because it's true. It isn't. But it is. You'd think it too if you knew anything about me. To you, I'm just your mate's sibling. But if you knew what secrets I hide, the things I can't even tell my own sister, if you knew what I was, you'd also call me broken. Mwah. Did you just groom me? It's, what my mate does when I get into a spiral like that. Works on me, so I was hoping it would work on you. Right. But would she be okay with you grooming another big? I don't care. And I don't care what secrets you think you're keeping. You're not broken. But no buts. Only buns. No buts. There's no such thing. Listen, I used to think I was broken too. When that's what other rabbits tell you, when that's how they treat you, you believe it. I believed it. I gave up on finding a heart. I gave up on making friends. I put myself in danger all the time because if I didn't survive, who would even mind? No rabbit is meant to be alone. No rabbit except for me, it seemed. That's what I told your sister. But she told me in response, it's okay, because I love you anyway. I love you anyways. Isn't it a beautiful thing to say? It doesn't matter that Sassafras is cautious and a little boring and hovers over me, because I love her anyways. It doesn't matter if I'm a reckless backtalker who thinks little of myself, because she loves me anyways. We don't need to be perfect for each other. You have nightmares and you have secrets. You never told us what happened to you when you wandered away from the war and for all those months. You never told us why you came back. You never told us about the things that break your heart. But it's okay, because we're friends, and we love you anyways. Let's sleep now, okay? The sun's still high. Okay. I'll forever be thankful to you, Little, that you are the rabbit my sister spent her final year with. I'm not crying, you're crying. She tried to show you what a treasure you are, and you never succeeded. But it's okay. You are our treasured friend. You help me to appreciate the things I still have. And just like her, I love you anyways. And I think I'm gonna stretch a little, take a sip of water. And we're on to the final scenes of the comic. This is so exciting, y'all. Just like Hollow Knight. Whoa, what's just like Hollow Knight? We're entering depression. Oh no, all the color is gone. If you notice this final scene, the background is black and white. Grayscale. There's no more color. Even the water's turned black. Ah, there it is. The bear trap. Hey! You! What on earth are you doing here? Leave! What the heck is going on? What the hell are you doing antagonizing the dame? What is wrong with you? You really need to leave. Trying to take a mate from her heart? Grunting at her? Attacking her? She could have killed you! And what would it have mattered? What loss is one broken, heartless, wet, worn little? Who would mourn me? I would! Dang it, why don't you get that I care about you? Why would you? Because you're my friend! The intensity. Because we ate together, talked together, you, me, and my sister. You let me sleep in your burrow when I was fighting with my heart. Because you taught my sister how to love life again. And I have always been grateful. And then I got her killed. All rabbits die. You just can't accept it. You swallowed all this rage and pain, and it's turning you into a rabbit that tries to rip others away from those who love them. Pigs claim mates by force all the time. That doesn't make it okay. What happened to you? You were so full of love for your mate, for the world. You saw so much in every bird and tree, in every rabbit. What changed? What changed? I lost my soul. The truth comes out. They said it. They drank the Kool-Aid. Bear trap for best antagonist. Soft friend is the brightest thing left. True, yeah. No, you didn't. What are you talking about? I don't care what they say. You didn't lose your soul. How do you not get it? My mate wasn't the one who screamed. I was. I screamed. I screamed. She died on the road and I died with her. And I can feel it. This emptiness, this pain. It's a hole where my heart should be. Every bit of that love and wonder you saw in me is gone. I haven't felt anything but anger and despair since it happened. I cannot... Danganronpa has ruined the word despair for me. I literally cannot look at the word, hear the word anymore without thinking of Danganronpa and that freaking bear. So don't tell me I'm not soulless. You don't know anything. What good is a broken, joyless, heartless rabbit with a soul that's never coming back? I may as well just die. That's the noise the sibling's making. She's going, What? Why are you doing that? It brings me more pain than I can bear to see my friend like this. Stop it. Stop. Is that why you wouldn't eat with my heart? Did you think we deserved better than the company of a soulless rabbit? I said stop! I'm so sorry I didn't do more to help you. My sister's little. My friend. Can you ever forgive me? I want to ask you again. Make a heart with me. Eat on the hilltop. Let me give you a name. Let me ease your lonesomeness. Monokuma voice. Despair! That's all! I felt nothing but anger and despair since it happened. But can you spell despair? What's the Danganronpa? But can you spell despair? Don't trust them. No! No! I don't want you. I don't want any rabbit but her. She was kind. She was loving. She protected me. She made me feel safe and loved. Other rabbits just make me feel broken. I don't want anyone else. Who even are you? What could you give me? It's been nothing since she's been gone. And you want me to trust you? You talk about moving on like you just want me to forget. How dare you? I bet you've already forgotten her name. How am I supposed to resist? I knew it! I don't want someone who would forget her name. I don't want you. I just want her back. I want her back. If she's dead, then I want to be dead too. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Oh, for goodness sake. You cling to her memory like an iron trap. But do you even remember her name? Thump? Of course I do. It's Sassafras. It's not funny. I remember your name. The name she gave you. Because you aren't dead. I know you didn't want to forget. But forgetting is healing. Her name is in the past where it belongs. You don't know anything. There's something here. Thump. Meow. Shmoo. You know the exacts. Alright. Not everyone can do a flawless Monokuma voice like the Let's Player I'm watching. Don't make fun of my Monokuma voice. Shake my head. Are you shading Zero's fabulous impression? I'm Monokuma! Yeah, I don't know. It also doesn't help that I watch the Game Grumps play, so it's like mixed up with Aaron's Monokuma voice. The audience's reactions to forgetting his healing thing were hella fascinating. Ooh, can you share? Did they like not agree with it? Hey, I'm not making fun of yours. The Let's Player I watched just has a most perfect impression. Oh man. It's awesome when Let's Players can do the perfect impression. The kind of impressions I do are like fun. I have fun when I do the impressions, but I never pretend that I can do good impressions. But man, is it fun to try. Is Mouse on the piano Pepper? Yeah! Ash! Oh my goodness. Pepper is the mouse on the piano. She evolved into a rabbit not too long ago. There were some people who not only disagreed with it, but were adamant that it was toxic. Huh. Interesting. I feel like it made sense to me. It's me, Crick Shippuden. I feel like it's a philosophy that I don't know if I would ever push on someone, because I can understand that to some people it is not helpful. But for me, like, to forget things is to move on, I think. And there are some moments in my life that I haven't forgotten what happened, but I've forgotten the pain. Like, there are certain things that I still can't think about because it like makes my belly churn and makes it hard to breathe, or like my shoulders get tense. But other things that were really bad when it happened, I can think back on them and remember what happened, but like not only are the details like a little fuzzy, but I also don't remember those like the hurt that came with it anymore. So it's kind of like, for me personally, I do agree that, and maybe it's because I'm a forgetful person, that like forgetting someone is not someone to forgetting, or rather not forgetting, but let's say letting go of the pain from those like moments, allowing yourself to move on. It's different from saying you should forget. It's saying you should allow yourself to continue on, you know? Like, don't be trapped by the memories. But yeah, like, it's interesting for the rabbits because it's a very much part of their nature in this comic that they literally can't remember over time. It just becomes like leaves on the wind, like Heather said. Like, they literally, the memories escape them very quickly. Which is almost comforting in a way when they believe that forgetting is healing and it will happen inevitably, that you would forget. And in a way, it's almost saying like healing is inevitable, you know? If you like carry on and take care of yourself for long enough, you will heal. It is impossible not to. You cut yourself, and over time it will heal. And I think that's kind of nice. I don't know. As all the American rejects say, move along like I know you do. And all you guys saw something moving along. I don't know the words to the song. It's been a long time since I've listened to. That's like 90s emo music. I say 90s as in like my childhood. I don't know if it was actually 90s. Like, whenever I say a time period, don't actually like take it seriously. When I say 90s, I have this idea of the 90s in my heart that's like my childhood. So anything that's from my childhood, I think of as the 90s. But I once called, what was it? The Don't Stop Believing song a 90s song because I grew up with it. And a friend of mine was like, that's like an 80s song. That's like previous generation. You just listened to your parents' music, basically. There are some people who not only disagreed with it, but were adamant that it was toxic. And to be clear, they weren't accusing me of being toxic. They were just like, man, check out these rabbits being toxic. Same. Just like Meryl evolved into a rabbit. Same energy as, oh wait, did the old sire... Wait, Ash, what? Is Mouse on... Oh yeah. Mouthful of pancakes at 2:11 a.m. Oh man, Ash, I'm so sorry. I'll try to finish up so you can go to sleep. Mr. E is here. Does that mean these toxic Bunnelby are the Hisuian variants that are poison ground? Oh my goodness. Artemis as the all... Oh, I read that one. And then I like messed up on the song. How dare you embarrass me? But yeah, just as a disclaimer, I have nothing against the people who found the concept unhealthy. I associate it with 2006 because of reasons. The 90s. Sure. 10 years ago, right? Summer camp. Confirmed old. Hey! 20 is the very least. But, no, I didn't really. No, Ash, please. You need to leave. Not you, Ash. I'm reading the comic now. You need to leave. So do you. There's a hunter. I know. I'm going to the farm for a reason. There's no fixing a soulless rabbit, and there's no point to life without my love. So I might as well just get put on the farm. That reveal, though. Ooh, so scowy. Oh, so scowy. Do you not hear me? Run. Oh, I missed that one. Run. Do you not hear me? Run! Stompies! Foot stompies! I'm doing the thing! What on earth are you doing just standing there? For goodness sake, run! Headbutt. Saw friend used headbutt. Trips on the one pebble in the entire forest. The cat comes over to pet her on the head, and she smacks it in the face. And he's like, ow, I was just trying to give you a head noogie. Who cares? Who cares about them? Rabbits are monsters. They deserve to die. Fight scene. All that talk about caring about me was probably fluff. No one cares about me. Scratch. If we formed a heart, they'd just die anyway. And then I'd be alone again. This is better. And then their heart would lose them. Their kitten. I would lose them. I'm going to lose them. I left them to die. What have I done? The scream! And then the action music plays. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't touch them! Ah, eat the cat! She's like, oh yeah, it's go time. Yeah! Grunt. Shakes off the rabbit. And if you ever touch my friend again, it'll be the worms picking your bones clean. Understand? The cat's like, this is above my pay grade. I do not get fed enough for this. I am out of here. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Kisses your boobie. Your boob. Your boo-boo. I tried to say kisses your boo-boo, and then I said kisses your boobie. This is all my fault. I led you to this dangerous place, and I left you, and you could have died, and your soul. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hurt my only friend. I've ruined you. I forgive you. Your tears, how delicious. I wish you had come to me instead of coming here, but there's nothing to be done about that now, and I'm thankful I followed you here, because otherwise you could have died. And I don't want to lose anyone that I don't have to. Now I'm gonna bleed out and die. Goodbye. Your soul! How could you forgive me? I wouldn't forgive me. I still have my soul, the same way you still have yours. I don't understand. Why are you saying such things? Why are you saying such things? Okay, here, look. I'm alive. I get to go home to Strawberry. I'm alive. I'm going to groom my son tonight and eat good grass and go home with my friend at my side. And I'm alive! Gasp! See? How are you sparking? You lost your soul. You can't feel that way without your soul. Was it the cat who screamed? You idiot. Wah! She goes, oh! Stop it! Thump. This is the funniest thump in the comic, because she's just like, oh, you asked for it. La! And they're like freaking out. And then they just spark in their face. Fauci says, Zero, I'm amazed of how you are able to ruin every moment. Tears, how delicious. She's just dunking on the rabbit religion superstition. Surprised little, Brambles and Mario confirm she's going to go home and touch grass. Stop, I can only start something. I hate making that noise. It hurts my throat. I screamed the first time when I was a parent barely 2 seasons old. I left to raise my first litter away from the hill, where we wouldn't have to fight for food or space. And I lost them to a dog. So that's what... I'm so sorry. It's okay. I'd say it's okay, but it wasn't. It still isn't. It wasn't fair. I crossed the path of a human in the woods, and its dog followed me to the nest. Keep your dogs on a leash, people! It was little and long, but vicious. A monster. I screamed. But no one knew. No rabbit heard. Oh no, the babies. The beans. The jelly beans. I was soulless, but went home anyway. Tried to pretend I wasn't damaged. Broken. That is the most traumatized rabbit I have ever seen in my life. But nights went by, winter passed. I had my sister, and you. I made a new heart. And I had new kittens. Ah, they're so cute. And oh, they were wonderful. The most spectacular little creatures I've ever known. We had better food, it was safer on the hill, and I had strong rabbits at my side to help protect them. They grew up, and when I saw them leaving the nest for a final time, grown rabbits ready to find hearts and mates of their own, it happened. I sparked. Oh, what a wonderful drawing. And I sparked again and again. The world felt righted. The Warren says the soul leaves your body with a scream, but if I can still spark and feel joy and love for my kittens and friends, then tell me, how can that be true? Then why do I feel so hollow? Why have I become so unkind? I've made so many mistakes. How could I ever atone? You feel hollow because you're grieving, and no one has helped you. But grief can heal. All rabbits know the hollowness you feel. You said there's no point to living, but I don't think a rabbit who truly wants to die runs from a hunter. I don't think a rabbit who's truly unkind comes back to save another. Those are wobbly eyes. I love it. There's no mistake you made that you can't atone for. You can fix things, little by little, and I'll help you. Your heart will heal. Your hurt will heal. We can make this better. For just a little bit longer, will you trust me? Okay. Thank goodness. Let's get those wounds cleaned. After that, are you ready to go home? Oops. No. Is it okay if we go somewhere else first? Let's play this one first. It's the epilogue. Look how beautiful the colors are. Are you sure about this? Look at the trauma in their eyes. Oh no! Ah! Okay, I think we should try again another evening. No, no. I'm okay. I want to do this. Okay. Is this where it happened? Yes. The other side of the road. It's enemy territory. We didn't know. I just wanted to show her the clover. It does look delicious. I think she would have loved it. Who wouldn't? Clover is the best, most delicious food. I think I just always wanted to impress her. Show her how good of a little I could be, so she wouldn't throw me aside. But I don't think I ever had to do that. The love she had for me, it was real. You should have seen her talk about you. She was such a grump whenever you weren't with her. You always had her smiling. She was always kind of picky. But she loved daisies. So cute when two people are talking about someone and then they like say the same thing. Where are you going? What the heck is going on? She's buried here? What? How? I don't know. What the heck is going on? It smells like human. A human's buried her? I didn't realize humans could dig. Did humans bury her? But why would they do that? Humans in a car struck my mate. But then humans came back to bury and buried her. It's a right they give to their dead. But why to a rabbit? I don't understand. Is it a redemption arc? Merely by existing we hurt each other. But it's not always intentional. Can you give me a name? Not the one you remember. A new name. Of course I can! I think your name could be... Bramble. No, not the beans. Can someone screenshot and meme this? Do rabbits like carrots, or am I thinking of another animal? Ash, rabbits love carrots, but they're not very good for them. It's too high in sugar content, so you can give it to them as like a treat. But if you just like feed your rabbits carrots, it's like eating candy for people. I like how Mr. E is over here ugly crying, and then Ash is just LMAOing at me. Are they going to McDonald's now? Back to where it all began. Zero, can you read this page in a Mickey Mouse voice? Sorry, I don't know which page you're talking about. Saw Friend's little face. There you go, Ash. Ash says, I feel a weird kind of emotion reading these last few pages. It feels sad and lonely, but also nice. She turned into a rock. The humans turned her into a rock! Just like naming your rival in Pokemon. Bramble, now. Aw, who wrote this? Pepper. Aw, this is nice. Who wrote this? Someone very talented, says Wheeler. Bramble? I thought you'd call me Clover. Clovers are attached to the past. Bramble is something entirely new. You've got such sharp thorns, but if one gets past them, you have such sweet fruit to give. Blush. I didn't used to be that way, but it is how I am now. Bramble. Bramble! And now you give me one. But you have a name from your heart. This name was given to me by a crabby old doe I hardly like. I want one from you. Pouty face. Only a mate can change a rabbit's name. There it is, Lyra. There's your favorite panel. Blush. Okay. Then your name should be... Evergreen. Guys, I love seeing the love in her eyes. Like, look at that expression. It's just so adoring. Evergreen? That's not a proper plant's name. It is if I say it is. Evergreens can grow in the sandiest soils, and not even the depths of winter can make them lose their beautiful green color. The strongest tree of all. I love it. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Evergreen. Bramble and Evergreen. Bramble, bramble, bramble! Yeah! Pow, pow, ka-ching! Did you see that? I told ya! Hey, look at you go! Evergreen and you and Evergreen grew a little closer today. Hey, look at you go. Look at them running together. Bramble, are you ready to come home? I accept your apology. My love, I can't take you home with me. With your name gone, I hope your spirit sparks free. Mwah. Yummy. Eat her memories and take her with you. Wait, did I miss? Oh, she asked earlier. Are you ready to come home? Yes. The little butts! Look at the little butts! Little rabbit butts! The end! That's it. Ibbity, ibbity, that's all, folks. Thank you guys so much for reading with me. What a lovely comic. And thank you very much, Pepper, for making this and for taking us all along on this journey. And I want to thank the Burrowers again. Everyone from the Comic Burrow Discord, you've made this past year a really fun one. It's been great watching you guys get along and get to know each other and really just grow into a community. And yeah, happy anniversary. I hope we have many more years to come. I'll catch you on Discord. But until then, I want to thank my patrons for supporting me in everything I do. I know it's been a while since I last streamed anything. I'm still not quite ready to come back to normal streaming, but this was fun. I'm glad I have this avenue that I can share stories and memories with you guys, and it was a good way to spend the end of my weekend. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And yeah. Good night, everyone. I love ya. Take care.